Hi, pipe smokers. It's Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. It's time for Thirsty Thursday. Here we are for Thirsty Thursday, yeah. Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. And so I received a package today, but it's a repeat. I now have 6 tins of the Bengal slices. Single barrel pipe tobacco, yes. And I'll read you the description once again. All the tobaccos that I smoke on 2 for Tuesday or Thirsty Thursday, I'm either doing a review on, which you can look up in the library of my videos, or I'm doing a review on them. So this is a blend of Latakia, Virginia, and Orientals, aged to perfection in a bourbon barrel and pressed into a crumble cake. Ooh, yeah, I love that. So, in that, we have that and our K-Woody Standard. Yeah. And the bowl number on this one is 76B, which probably is 1940s or 1950s at the latest. Yeah. So we have that. So let's light it up. Put the video on pause. Grab your favorite beverage and your favorite pipe and blend and have a bowl with me. Have a smoke with me on Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. Mm. 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 Love these Bengal slices. As I was sharing with you before, the company that makes that, which is, who makes that? Just says distributed by M&D Wholesale Distributors. I don't know. If you look it up on pipesandscigars.com, it'll give you the maker. I'm sorry, I can't remember. So, at any rate, the reason why I bought 6 tins of it is because they said that it's very difficult and there's a very limited supply of fresh, still wet bourbon barrels, which is white oak that's been charred on the inside, and it's had bourbon in it for 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years. And that bourbon just saturates the wood, so they get a fresh, wet, empty barrel that's just been emptied. They fill it right up with tobacco. Another company that makes a similar product says they leave it in the barrel for 30 days. I don't know how long these guys do. They didn't tell. But it is good. Smoking out of a K-Woody. This is an all-day smoke, I'm telling you. Bengal slices. Bengal Slices, single barrel. That means the barrel has only been used once for liquor. Most liquor companies only use them once, and then actually you have pipe tobacco companies that are begging to buy them, but also a lot of wineries like those fresh oak barrels that have different distilled spirits in them, and they will age their wine in them too to give them a special flavor. Didn't know that, did you? Mm. Mm. So this week has been, at work. It was 92 on Monday, 90 on Tuesday, 88 degrees on Wednesday. Finally got a little reprieve, 77 degrees today, but when you got all that welding gear and everything on, you're just dying. That welding jacket doesn't breathe. Oh, this is good. Well, my K-Woody Standard is starting to heat up just a little bit. And this actually is in pristine condition. Most of the vintage pipes that I have are in pristine condition. Yeah, not too bad from the 1940s, huh? Looks like it just came out of the box. And in our second pipe, we're smoking Spark Plug. Yeah. Spark Plug is a true plug tobacco. It's very smoky. And I'll read you once again about this. Spark Plug, deep and dark, powerful yet refined. The smoky, leathery backdrop of Latakia is layered with an almost incense-like spice of rich Orientals with fine Virginias added for depth and a subtle sweetness. Like the classic roadsters that inspired its creation, Spark Plug has an alluring charm that invites you to rev it up and take it out for long drives in the country. Sliced thick or thin, it will never leave you stranded. Spark Plug, and I have 4 tins of this. I'm going to order more of that because I'm almost out of my first tin. And yeah, Spark Plug is good. It rubs out good. I'm actually learning with these different tobaccos between the crumble cakes, because you have to cut them all and so forth, how thick to slice them, and then when you turn the slice over, how long do you slice those parts so that when it rubs out you end up with regular looking tobacco instead of dust. At first I was like dicing it up like really fine, and then I'd put it in there, it was like cinnamon with a couple of lumps. So here we go with our Spark Plug. Oh, can definitely taste the Latakia in this. And this is a K-Woody Model 600, like brand new out of the box. All right. It's a bowl number 08, and these pipes, the Model 600s, also the Model 500s, were actually an inexpensive K-Woody. I don't know why they were inexpensive, but it was an entry-level K-Woody. But they have unbelievable briar on them. Every one, I own like 6 of them, between the 500s and the 600s. There must have been such a high demand, they just started using premium briar. I mean, and these were made between 1957 and 1969. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, you gotta love that spark plug. These two blends are great. The Bengal slices, single barrel, and the spark plug. If you're a Latakia lover, you gotta try them. The spark plug is strong, though. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yeah. So we have our two Bush beers sitting next to us. Paul the Pipe Guy's Bush beer. My favorite adult beverage. Ah, here we go. I pounded water all day, every day this week. I was probably drinking 2 16-ounce bottles of water every hour. You're just dying. I mean, your hair is soaked, you're sweaty. You know, it was humid. And you can't put a fan on you when you're welding because the welding torch, the metal comes out of it and it has like a tube, which is called a cup. And what that does is the little metal rod comes out of it automatically when you pull the trigger, and then argon gas surrounds your weld as you're welding, because what that does is it protects it from the oxygen-rich environment. Otherwise, if oxygen and other contaminants in the atmosphere touch your weld, as soon as you put it down, it messes it all up. You end up with what's called porosity, which basically it has a bunch of holes in the welds and everything. It just messes it up. So if you have a fan, it blows away that argon gas, and can't have that. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I love spark plug. Mm. The only thing better right now, and I think I need to do this, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I had to pour 2 fingers, well, that might be 2.5, of Knob Creek. Knob Creek Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's 100 proof, 50% alcohol. And I have to be very careful drinking hard liquor, as I've shared with you before, because if I drink, well, obviously, if anybody drinks too much of it, you're going to feel like garbage. But that's my limit for this evening, and I do not drink this very often. Very rarely. Actually, I bought that bottle maybe a month ago. This is the second time I've tried it. And actually, the first time I took like maybe 2 or 3 sips out of it and then used the rest for my tobacco experiment. Mm. But I just had to do that because the spark plug tobacco, it's just a good chaser for this nice smoky Latakia bomb. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Oh, yeah. That tastes really good. Still have our Scotty's Butternut Burley with my science experiment here. That is soaking in that Knob Creek bourbon. Tried wrapping it in a paper towel first that was soaked in Knob Creek. It just didn't infuse it, so I just dumped some right in there. Shook it up. It's pretty damp. Well, you can see it. It's stumbling around in there. I'm going to let that sit for a month. Right now it's been about a week. So my Model 600, bowl number 08 is starting to heat up a little bit. I've been tugging on her pretty hard, so we're going to go back to our Bengal Slices single barrel bourbon slices. Yeah. This seems to burn better than the spark plug does. I don't know why. I guess some tobaccos just burn better. Mix that baby up a little bit. Got the white ash off the top of it. I think anything to do with like rum or bourbon or anything that the tobacco's been infused with or treated with just tastes so good. It just, especially with the Latakia in it. They just match very well together. Ah, yes, here we go. Look at that smoke. Oh, I can taste the bourbon in this. Oh, you gotta definitely try the Bengal Slices single barrel. Pipesandcigars.com. So tomorrow's Friday, July 2nd. Today's July 3rd. Thirsty Thursday day. And then I have Saturday off, Sunday off, and they're actually giving us Monday off and paying us for it, even though Sunday is the 4th of July, and they really don't have to do that, but they are. The company is a great company I work for. For about the last month and a half, I've been working 6 days a week up at 5 o'clock every morning. The money's good, but I'm getting tired. I mean, welding in extreme temperatures just tires you right out. Mutton Chops, Viper just came out with a new video. I'll watch that later. Came out with it today. Look at the smoke this produces. Oh, it just is unbelievable. So, for the 4th of July, we do celebrate that. And sorry, my UK friends, it is a celebration of our emancipation from the Crown of England back in 1776, July 4th, yeah. It celebrates our freedom, and you know, it's funny, you look back at the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party was a protest over Britain's 2% tax on tea. Just 2%. I'll tell you what, you live in the United States, in New York State, you're going to pay 7.5% into your Social Security, which may or may not be there when you retire. It's a government retirement plan. You can start collecting it at 62, 67, or 70, and as you get older, when you decide you want to collect it, it gets bigger. So if I wait till 70, I'm going to get the maximum amount. I'm not waiting till 70. 67 at the most. And then you have New York State tax, income tax, which is on the average of about 12.5%. Then you have federal taxes, which is, God, I don't know, 15 or 20%. Then you have sales tax, which is 8%. Then you have tax on cigarettes, tax on gasoline, tax on this, tax on that. It's ridiculous. By the time you figure it all out, we're taxed at about a 72% rate. And our forefathers were revolting over a 2% tax. We're taxed at 72% when you factor everything in. I'm talking property taxes, because in the United States, when you own your home, let's say if you have just an average home, nothing spectacular, 1,500 square foot, 3-bedroom ranch or whatever on a half acre, you're going to pay like almost $5,000 a year in taxes, okay? So right there for the average person, that's about 12% of their income. I don't know. Where's all this money go? Then you got school tax, property tax, all of that stuff. Tax this, tax that, tax. Gets ludicrous after a while. Then if you own a business, all right, at least in the United States, and I'm not sure how every state in the United States work, all 50 of them, but in New York State, if you're a business owner, you have to have what is called workman's compensation insurance, where if one of your workers gets hurt, you're covered through New York State. And that averages between 10 and 30% of whatever your person makes. So if you're paying them $15 an hour, you're paying them, you're paying 15 to 30% of that income right to the state. And then if they do get hurt, they have to hire an attorney and sue the state to get paid. It's not covered under your regular business insurance, which you also legally have to have. Regular business insurance, that's at least $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year. And then it's ridiculous. And if you're a corporation, they tax you at a 20% rate. All the money goes into the politicians' pockets. It's ridiculous. They somehow funnel it through and use it for themselves. It's sickening. But that is the world we live in, unfortunately. So we're going to go back to our spark plug here. I love both these blends. I love pipe smoking. It's so relaxing. just to get into a zone. My favorite time that I enjoy pipe smoking, well, there's two favorite times I have that I enjoy pipe smoking. When I first get home, and I've been working in a loud shop all day, you don't turn the TV on, you don't do anything, you just grab whatever blend you want, whatever pipe you want, just light up a bowl, sit there. No TV, no noise, just peace and quiet and tranquility. And just puff on your pipe and just think about life. Yeah. And the second most favorite time I enjoy smoking a pipe is when I do these videos. I love to do these videos. 2 for Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday has become a ritual now for months. I haven't missed one. I have subscribers that are like, oh man, great pipe review. I can't wait because tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday. I love to hear that kind of stuff. All right, so I need to do something because I have been drinking beers. I need to do a gender verification. I'll be right back. You like that? Much better now. So, anyways, at least I didn't zip anything that I shouldn't zip up in my jeans. Which, by the way, brings up a point. If you're a man, probably most of you, at one point or another, have zipped the skin of something up in your zipper. And it hurts. But you know what's worse than zipping the skin of something up in your zipper, which is now in your zipper? Knowing that you have to unzip it and it's going to hurt just as bad, if not worse. At least the first time when you zipped it up was a surprise. Now you know what's going to happen, so you just... and And, yeah, I did that a couple of months ago. Yeah, that's never any fun. No. So, come on. Admit to me, guys, you've done that before, right? I can't be the only one. I just can't be. Anyways, I just figured I'd throw that in there. It was a thought that I was... came through my head as I was doing my gender verification. And by the way, I am a man. Yes. Yeah. Some of this generation doesn't know if they're a man, woman, or a freaking toaster. And the schools confuse them, I think. I don't know where this has all come from. Actually, I try not to think about it too much. Back to our Bengal slices. Yeah. Oh, I love that tobacco. I think, well, no, I got one partial tin of spark plug and 3 full ones of spark plug, so I guess I should be set, right? I'm like the tobacco prepper. If I like something a lot, I got to have like 6 tins of it. Because, like, I'm a prepper. I have to be prepared if they stop making it or something, you know. It's a disease. Well, we just broke 30 minutes, and pretty soon my phone's going to tell me. It's going to cut me off because I've used up too much space or whatever. It just happened on 2 for Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday. So, cheers, everyone. Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. And thank you for joining me for Thirsty Thursday. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.